It's a good line, and he's in good shape for a record.
It is dangerous. It's got the fastest touring car corner in the world. Bathurst, for us, with the elevation change, the speed, and the unforgiving nature, nothing else compares. So when you have the highest level competition at the best racetrack with the tradition and the best race drivers, I mean, it just makes for what is our grand final.
It's 1,000 very, very difficult kilometres of motor racing.
It's like driving in to do battle, a place where you know that you've got to do everything you can possibly do to get a result.
And Mark Skaife will go back-to-back at Bathurst.
My history of Xbox goes back a long way. Alan Bowman originally spoke to me about being part of the Holden racing team and me being an ambassador for them way back in the early 2000s.
I approached Mark and I said, hey, we're looking to have an ambassador, would you be interested? And he really jumped at the chance.
Bathurst has been one of our most highly requested tracks throughout the history of the franchise. We've been wanting to put it in for a long time, but honestly, the technology wasn't there to do it justice. People that know Bathurst know it's a very complex circuit with a lot of elevation changes, but particularly complex camber changes through the S's at the top of the mountain. But now in the next generation, we went out to the track, we spent 3 days out there, and we used digital laser scanning that can capture inch-perfect detail of every little bit of the track. We take that back now, and with the power of the Xbox One, we can recreate that down to every last little detail.
For Forza Motorsport 5 to integrate Bathurst into the game is extraordinary. I mean, it's one of the best racetracks in the world. You know, there's Nürburgring, there's Spa, there's Indianapolis, and there's Bathurst.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous the first time we put Bathurst in front of Mark. We knew we had digital laser scanning, we knew it was accurate, but he's a 6-time winner of the Bathurst 1000. It's like, we put it in front of him for the first time, and I was kind of crossing my fingers, and he got in there, and he's like, yeah, and he just kept grooving. He's like, yep, that's it. And he's picking out reference points, and he's driving. He's like, yep, right by that grate. And the car gets light over this hill, and I brake in a straight line, and there's the brake bumps, and I feel it. And I was like, phew, it was a big sigh of relief that we got it just right.
It's the best representation I've ever seen. In terms of grading it out of 10, for me, it's a 10. I've never seen something so accurate.
I have to sometimes step back and pinch myself when I see like what we're bringing to life on the Xbox One now. I started making racing games a long time ago, and I was modeling cars at like 350 polygons. We now have cars that are over 1 million polygons. We have 350 polygons just in the little air valve nut, you know? It's just like amazing. And I see this stuff, and it looks like we're driving a video. It looks like I'm there. And to see people's reactions to that, too, I'm like, I just can't believe we've come this far in such a short amount of time, and it's really amazing. We're all really proud of it.
It was really a crazy idea to suggest that we could have a race car, actually have a race car at Bathurst.
Can it happen? Could we bring it to life?
He just said, look, you guys are crazy, this is fantastic.
The mechanism for how you would go about doing it was Xbox working with me to be able to get Roland Dane to have 888 as the #1 team run the car and have a wildcard entry. Get 2 of the world's best international drivers to come and drive it with Andy Frio and Matthias Ekström.
Matthias had never been to Bathurst before, so his first experience was actually in the game.
I had a lap on the Forza 5 before I came here, and actually Skaife was sitting on the right side of me and giving me feedback where to drive and where to look out. And first impression, I went out at maximum adrenaline and a very high pulse, and at the beginning I will never forget.
Well, we said from day one, if they finish in the top 10, that it will be a great job. Bathurst is such a unique place, such a difficult racetrack. Given that they are that good and the team is that good, don't be surprised if they emerge at the end up there somewhere. Don't worry, the green car will go all right.
We've made it to Sunday, so that's actually a good thing, and I think it's been successful even before today.
29 cars, there are some behind and a bunch in front, but we try to build a car for a lot of straight line speed and see if that's going to help us.
1,000 kilometres to glory, and off they go in the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 of 2013.
Look at this car 10. He's had the big attack, and that's not easy to do inside the chase.
Good job.
So he puts a move on Nick Percat.
On the inside again, car number 10.
Frio.
Andy Prio now behind the wheel. We've got a Swedish debutant in a wild card entry leading Australia's great race. This has been one of the real feel-good stories of the day and the weekend, I reckon, Scafie. The Xbox One Racing Commodore out of 888 racing the wild card.
Roland Dane always said if we had a top 10 finish, that would be an outstanding outcome, and that's what the team have done today.
To be leading Bathurst, you know, I won't believe that. You know, we led it, we've run solid, top 10 pace all the weekend and had a fantastic time.
This is the best wildcard entry in Australian motorsport history.